Are you wondering how a normal shot like this can magically turn to a banger like that? Or do you want to dribble past the opponents like this but don't know how? It is all possible with the newly introduced playstyles, but not every player is equipped with the same ones. So this is why we unlock the secrets of it and give you the top 5 playstyles for each position so that you will have no second thoughts on player selection by the end of this video. So let's start with the center backs. Those are the players who need to be rock solid and they need to be equipped with the strongest defensive playstyles. Number 5, we have the aerial playstyle. Players with this playstyle perform higher jumps and has improved aerial physical presence, so that means you can finally stop opponents who are just trying to cross the ball in or chip it over your defenders with it. Perfect. But we are not only meant to deny the air forces, but our ground troops need some boost as well to deny opportunities. That is why we have intercept playstyle, and with that you can get your center back in between passing lanes and cut them off easily compared to a player without the playstyle. Before denying these kind of opportunities, you will need to have a good defensive stance as a player, which is possible with jockey, but it might slow you down. With the jockey playstyle, however, you will be extremely fast even in that stance, and that makes a huge difference, especially in 1 versus 1 situations where you need to stay right in front of the opponent as you're also covering multiple angles. Alright, it's not always about cutting off passes or blocking shots, sometimes you need to get your hands dirty by getting physical. If you're a fan of shoulder challenges, you need bruiser playstyle because it gives you a huge physical advantage over the attackers. You might want to use advanced defending and press X as you're getting closer to the attackers with defenders with that playstyle. Coming to the MVP center back playstyle, anticipate. This playstyle gives you a higher success rate with the standing tackles and the ball stops directly at their feet afterwards. If you have this playstyle, fear not, tackle in and you shall be granted with the recovered possession. After building a fortress back there with the center backs, let's take a look at the wingbacks. Anticipate is again very useful with the wingbacks as you're tackling. You don't want to mistackle the wingers, so improving the tackles with that playstyle could be huge. We have been only talking about the defensive playstyles, so it's now time for an offensive one for the attacking wingback meta, Rapid. With this playstyle, your player reaches a higher sprint speed while dribbling. Dribbling down the line with pace hasn't been so fun, and you are mostly uncatchable with Rapid. Next up, we have again Bruiser playstyle, this time for wingbacks. In the wing, you are going to face wingers with low physical attributes, so it is pretty important that you make your physical dominance known to them. Wingbacks with Bruiser playstyle can easily smash the attackers on the wing. Coming back to the offensive part, we have another playstyle that affects the speed of the player, which is Quick Step. With this, your player gets some kind of a nitro boost with the first step, and this can help him get past players very easily. Important to have for a wingback. And finally, we have a very dominant playstyle, the whip pass. Do you like crossing? Do you want to see the ball get to its target faster, more accurate, and with more curve? Then it's the exact playstyle you need. Just because the attacking wingbacks join the attack from the back, they will have a better opportunity to cross the ball in, and the crosses with whip pass can easily lead you to a goal scoring opportunity. Well, even if we are only presenting you our top 5 playstyle for each position, we made sure that we talked about it in detail in one of our free lessons on our application, the Guide Plus. And even better, we're currently running a Black Friday promotion on the Guide Plus, which means you get a 50% off on your subscription. So you can improve twice as fast for half the price, and check out our full tier lists for center and wingbacks and all of the other educational content. Make sure to check the links in the description and use the code, which is valid until the end of November. Getting to the midfield now, a bit more defensive position, we have CDMs. Relentless is a playstyle which reduces the long-term fatigue effects on attributes, reaction time, and defensive awareness. Your CDM will probably be the most hardworking player in your squad, and it's pretty important that he doesn't get tired out. Alright, we worked hard, recovered the ball, but the opponent is running at us. We need to clear the ball, but it might not be easy as it seems. The playstyle long ball becomes really handy at this point. Safely switch sides or send the ball forward with your CDM, who receives the ball from the back to start your own attack. Now, I know you're going to see this playstyle for the 3rd time, but it's too valuable to be ignored defensively, which brings us to anticipate again. Your CDMs get enhanced tackles with this playstyle, which is pretty much needed in the midfield. Next up, intercept. Especially with the CDMs, this becomes really effective. Most of you probably know the instruction designated for the CDMs, which is to cut passing lanes, and combining both these will give you the ultimate pass intercepting midfielder, which breaks down the opposition buildup. And for the most important playstyle, we have Bruiser for CDMs. Physicality is very important, and your defensive midfielders has to show some dominance with it. Get physical with the attackers if you have the playstyle and recover easy possessions with it. Moving one step forward, we come to box-to-box center midfielders who play both sides of the game. They will need both attacking and defending playstyles. Bruiser is again a very nice playstyle to have. Physicality is always needed in the midfield so that you don't give the control in the area. When the opponent wants to get physical, however, and tries to press at you in a certain area, you might get stuck. That is where you need the long pull pass playstyle and change direction of the game safely with it. Or if you want to dodge the defenders who are coming at you, you might do it in style by using the controlled sprint. The technical playstyle boosts the controlled sprint and your player reaches a higher speed with it, while also he can perform sharp turns. Walking around the defenders without getting tackled seems fun and effective. If you think about your CMs regulating the passing traffic in the center, their passes need to be precise and strong. With the ping pass, the ground passes get more accurate without impacting the difficulty for the receiver. One of the must-have playstyles. And coming to the number 1, we have incisive pass, which lets through passes to be more accurate. If you're consistently looking for the runners in behind the defensive line and love to play a through pass, incisive pass is very nice to have for the CMs. Alright, now it's time for my favorite one, the chem position. This player is the maestro of the attack, so he needs to be efficient in both creating and finishing opportunities. I really like shooting from distance with my chem just because he positions himself well outside the box. Trivela. Whenever your player meets the ball outside the box and has it towards his weak foot, you can avoid your weak foot by using the Trivela shot and score a fancy goal. By the way, if you're curious about this shooting technique, make sure to watch this video until the end. We don't want to be that selfish with our chem and shoot the ball all the time, so passing is also extremely important. Since the chem player is the bridge between the midfield and the striker, he needs to deliver key ground passes. With the ping pass, you make sure you find the target without getting intercepted. As the bridge of the attacking build-up, you will also see wingers and strikers making runs in behind the defensive line. Incisive pass once again allows you to reward them handsomely with a more accurate through ball. Friendly reminder, don't be late and don't get caught in offside. Back to shooting again. Finally, the finesse shot playstyle. This playstyle, especially the +1, is incredibly strong this year. With your chem getting the ball outside the box, you will have a lot of opportunities to go for a distance shot, and finesse playstyle makes it so easy to score even from far distances. Must have. But unfortunately, it didn't make it to number 1 because we have technical there. Using controlled sprint with an agile player in the chem position can create huge opportunities, and technical boosts it by far, as you can imagine. Let's not forget about our side players, the wingers. They are the ones who are going to penetrate the defense with their speed and agility. That is why rapid is a great playstyle to start with. Reaching higher speed is extremely important for the wingers, especially in the open. Using this speed, you can explore wider spaces. After exploring that space, you might see players inside the box who desperately expect to cross in. With the whip pass, your crosses can become incredibly strong, and this playstyle is very important to have as a winger. Don't underestimate its power. Now the question is, do we only prepare shots for the others with wingers? No. Does finesse playstyle work with them? And why? Simple. They are too strong, especially if you're playing the reverse foot tactic. By reverse foot, I mean a left-footed player on the right side like Mo Salah, or a right-footed player on the left like Son, so that you can take one step towards your strong foot and bang it in from distance. Juicy. But it's not always that easy to prepare shots if you have a defender that is closing the shooting or dribbling angle. With the technical playstyle, you can use a controlled sprint more efficiently in any way. With that also come extreme cutbacks down the goal line, and you will find yourself scoring easy goals. And most importantly, the quick step. The burst of speed is highly needed when exploring the wing and getting past the defender. Mostly quick step gives you a huge advantage over the defender, so this is a must-have playstyle for the wingers. We have the beloved striker position now. Number 5, Trivela. In every single position, your player needs to be able to score the goal. Weak foot or the angle shouldn't be an excuse, so use the outside of your foot with the Trivela playstyle. Next one, technical again. Imagine you're taking a 1 versus 1 against a heavy defender. You might want to dribble past him with your agility, and technical is exactly designated for it. Use the controlled sprint, get past the heavy defender, and score the goal. Talking about the agility against the heavy defenders, accelerating early on is also very important. That is why we have quick step as number 3. With its impact, you can reach your maximum speed earlier and get a huge advantage over the defender as a striker. Be careful here. After a pass from a teammate, you will need to create the perfect shooting chance, and this is why you want to eliminate the complications while receiving the ball. Therefore, we have the first touch playstyle as runner-up for the first spot. Even if the pass is hard to catch, strikers with this playstyle can create incredible chances with the help of the magnificent ball control. Last but definitely not the least, number 1, the finesse shot. And it's the best way to finish inside the box as well. Your striker needs to have it, no question. Use the curve it gives to your shots and score unstoppable goals. We brought you so much information today about the playstyles. Pick your players correctly and use them wisely. In fact, I'm enjoying the playstyles and scoring incredible goals. Do you want to know my secrets to that too? Well then watch our complete finishing guide video that appears on your screen right now, which gives you every single technique to score with in FC24. You don't want to miss this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next one, take care and peace.